Good afternoon. It's Saturday, 10th of July, and it's a cool, slightly overcast afternoon. And as you can see to my left, I have a big pile of parcels to unbox. So let's get started with this one. This one is another one of those ones which isn't mine. It's not for me. It's for my friend Neve. So I want to thank her first of all for letting me unbox one of her parcels. She knows what's in. She knows what is in this. So she knows essentially. I will find this interesting. So let's open it up. What have we got here? We have Yozarian Bandit Ducks, a scenario for RuneQuest. This is by we see Ernesto or Arelanala and Xavier Lobert. Okay, let's have a look. A scenario for RuneQuest Roleplaying Glorantha. Join Yozarian's bandit gang as they try to eke out a living in a harsh world for the proud the rules. Will you be everyone's hero, or will you forge your own path? Now, this is available on the Jonstown Compendium, basically the community content program that Chaosium has set up for RuneQuest Roleplaying and Glorantha, 13th Age Glorantha, and Quest Worlds. And this is essentially a one-shot scenario in which you play ducks. Now, the thing is with ducks is that they've always been their own integral feature of RuneQuest and setting Glorantha, and not everyone likes ducks. Some people think they're kind of comical. Some people think they're fine. So there's a variety of different feelings about them. But essentially they can be fun. They can be fun to roleplay because they are much put upon in the world of Glorantha, especially in Sartar, and especially by the Lunar Empire. So we have this full cast of characters, which you can see there, and they kind of go for it's sort of like a mix. There's a cartoonish feel to them. And that kind of runs through essentially a lot of people's approach to ducks. There's a certain sense of humour to their storytelling. Now, essentially, as they say in the introduction here, ducks are mocked for their short and feathered appearance. Otherwise, they kind of ignore your existence, and they're described essentially as anthropomorphic ducks. Think Howard the Duck. Now, don't hold that against them. Okay, they're a bit more interesting than that. Basically, the image of a one-eyed bandit with a crossbow and basically short sword. The artwork is really fantastic in here. I do like that a lot. Adds a certain grim tone to the scenario. But in this scenario, just trying to think. Okay, yes, and the fact that he's got a wooden leg as well. So basically, peg leg duck. So let's have a look. The setup is essentially Yozarian is a golden-tongued, charismatic veteran bandit duck with a swaggering confidence. His looks, however, are quite pitiable. It's a wooden leg and an old scar across his beak. Half his feathers in his right arm are missing, exposing pink flesh. A nicked short sword dangles from his waistcoat, and he usually carries a light crossbow in his hands. Essentially, this is set after the consequences of Starbrow's rebellion, and basically you have all left your homeland in southwestern Sartar for different reasons, and you're currently members of Yozarian's bandit gang. You've agreed to help him in his petty banditry, perhaps for a lack of better options, perhaps a means to provide temporary refuge before you decide what to do or where to go next. And it's played out over several days, and essentially you've got a bit of text to read out to the player characters before they start. So we've got on the first day, and let's have a look to see where it's located. There's a good map here, basically an excerpt from the classic map of part of Sartar, and essentially you will recognise the area in general. Essentially, you have Clearwine down there, and then Jonstown sort of there, and approximately about there is going to be Apple Lane as well, but this is on the other side of the basically the mountains there. So yeah, essentially you the setup essentially is like basically it's to put it at trying to think what they're kind of trying to do. Basically yeah, basically you're going after bandits. You're going after you basically what Yozarian's plan here is basically is to do a hold up, stick up people as they pass, basically ambush them for their money, get them to pay a toll, and that's what happens in the first few days. Essentially, as the bandits ambush them over and over, and ultimately leads up the trek up the mountain. To a cave, and into a cavern where there are strange things going on. So it's fairly linear in its storytelling, and that essentially, and that's fine. And what that and there's a bonus scene as well. Essentially. So what this actually is essentially, it makes it very easy for you to run as a one shot, also for as a you basically run as a convention scenario, that sort of thing, as essentially a taster of an element of RuneQuest and Glorantha, and it comes with, you've got the essentially the characters, Yozarian himself, full stats there, and then you go on to where are we? Of the NPCs, and then we have the actual player characters. So you've got basically you've got the PDF. You can basically print out one of these or photocopy it. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 duck adventurers all ready to be played, different characters. So you have a duck. You see an initiate of Adalia, basically a male hunter, and basically actually 2 initiates of Adalia, and so hunters, a female courtesan, initiate of Illyria. A female warrior, initiate of Humat. Go, and basically another warrior who is initiate of Orlanth. And lastly, what you've got is essentially more adventure seeds. So you could actually take this and continue playing it with these characters. Quick guide to common rune magic and maps and tokens as well, so you could run it on online, and lastly basically printing the scenarios maps, all very nicely done, and then the tokens at the end. There we go. So yeah, that's Yozarian's Bandit Ducks, the scenario for RuneQuest. It's basically showcases one aspect of the setting in the wake of essentially the Dragon Rise and the basically the kicking out of the Lunars from Sartar, and the initiation of the Hero Wars. And essentially this is a minor part, and involving a small group of ducks, and I say would work as a one shot or a convention scenario, or eventually if you were running basically with the scenarios and adventure seeds in the back, you could probably start off a campaign of your own with these characters, not necessarily depending upon whether or not Yozarian himself survives or goes another way. So yeah, that's Yozarian's Bandit Ducks. Available in the Jonstown Compendium for a very reasonable price, whether you want it for PDF or print on demand. So, thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, then please do click the like button down below. And if you have any comments or feedback, I appreciate you leaving those. I do take the time to respond. And of course, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, click that subscribe button. I'll be back here again with something else to unbox, another package, another book, nice hot cup of tea, and of course 10 minutes of your time just talking about what's in the package. Again, thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon with another unboxing. Bye for now.